Hey guys, Dr. Maggio, episode 5 of Ask the Doc. Got a really good question from a blog post this week on Facebook on the Great Mobility Delusion. If you haven't got a chance to read it yet, it's still up on our Facebook page and on our main website. The question came in from one of our followers, Krista. It's actually a two-part question, so let's get into it. The first part was, how do I, a normal schmo, know the difference between an injury and something that just needs to be warmed up? It's a really good question. Let's start with it, and I actually have a two-part answer for that. The first one is, how long are you spending on that warm-up with that mobility work? Normal warm-up should take about 10 or 15 minutes to get the blood flowing, get things ready for the activity at hand or the exercise at hand. If you find yourself, spending 20, 30, 40 minutes on mobility a couple times a week on foam rollers, lacrosse balls, stretching, bands, all that stuff, chances are that you actually have an injury. The other way is if you're getting a lot of unilateral soreness after a workout or during a workout. So say you have an overhead press day and you notice the next day, man, my right shoulder feels a lot shittier than my left shoulder and a lot more pain. What it's showing me is there's something going on where your body can't quite disperse the load in the right way and it's loading one side more than the other. A lot of times it's loading that to actually take the pressure or unload the injured side. So a lot of times the side that's actually having the injury or pain is just the one that's getting overloaded. So that's a great question. Part 2 of this question was, from your perspective, when is it appropriate to do yoga, stretching, self-massage, foam rolling, etc.? This is a really good question, and I know I do a bad job of actually bashing some of these modalities without really giving a reason why I'm not a big fan of them. So when you're injured and you have a problem, all of these modalities are out the window. They're not going to work to actually fix your injury, but what they can do is prevent you from having those injuries. So I talk about scar tissue all the time. Scar tissue is the number one cause for decreased mobility, weakness, and pain. It's like someone poured glue inside the muscle and the muscle loses flexibility and loses strength. Blood can't get in, oxygen can't get in. So what does foam rolling, massage, yoga, all that, Ramwad, everything out there do? It allows you to get normal blood flow and get things moving in the muscle. So I always say scar tissue is like plaque on your teeth that accumulates, but it accumulates in your muscles over time. Imagine what your teeth would look like if you hadn't gone to the dentist in 20 or 30 years. So that plaque builds up. So I say that foam rolling, massage, yoga, mobility wads, self-myofascial release, all that stuff is good. It's like brushing your teeth. It does a really good job of keeping your teeth clean and everything like that. But once an injury sets in, that's where I say it's kind of like a cavity. And no amount of teeth brushing is going to fix a cavity once it happens. So if you're injured, all of that self-treatment actually goes out the window. All it's going to do is give you a temporary window where things might feel okay, but doesn't do anything to actually improve the function of the muscle. We appreciate your time watching this video, and we look forward to seeing it next week. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email us or send us a message on Facebook. Thanks.